item, General, is the intelligence funds. No, if there's one department that we want to support with intelligence fund, that's PNP. No, because you need that to gather intelligence, counterintelligence, and we want to make sure that you're equipped in terms of information. But nakita ko rin bumaba siya. In 2025, 1.3 billion, but in 2026, 800 million. No? How will this affect your intelligence gathering and also counterintelligence activities?
Sir, if I may answer.
Yes.
The 500 million that is additional to that was an insertion which we turned over to the office of the president. We didn't use that 500 million. So that is the grand total. But as according to we only followed what is according to the GA and not the NEP and not the GA. What was put additional was we found no use for it and we returned it to the office of the president.
Okay, but in for 2026, the 806 million is enough for your operations? The request of PNP actually is 210 billion, but on the grant is 806.
Okay. That's correct, Your Honor.
Alam namin
Sir.
importante intelligence sa PNP, no? Do your enforcers, mga
Yes.
enforcers natin.
That's correct, Your Honor. If we're going to have a per capita dito sa ating intelligence fund to be utilized, ay 150 pesos per month per person po ang ating per capita. And kung titignan natin, that 150 pesos per capita intelligence fund ay hindi kukulang. So that's why kung titignan natin ang ating funds, that is 84% is the PS and MOE is about 14% and the capital outlay is 2% or 3%. Yung ideal po dun sana ay yung PS corresponds to or at par with the MOE. So say 84% maski maging 20% man lang sana ang aming MOE, and that would be an ideal one, Mr. Chairman, sir.
At itong 806 million on intelligence fund, sapat na ito sa operations niyo for 2026?
Yan po ang pinagkakasya ng Philippine National Police, Your Honor, Mr. Chairman,
Okay.
sir.
All right. Because nasabi ni Secretary yung excess na 500 was actually unutilized, no? So
Yes, sir. We returned it because it was an insertion in the budget. And the insertion came from the person who requested 3,000 containers of fish. So
why will they insert intelligence funds?
it beats me, sir. We didn't ask for it, so I returned it.
Okay. All right. Well, kami naman, we want to make sure that the PNP has enough funds for intelligence and counterintelligence. Hindi ito magiging insertion na may kapalit, no? Ang kapalit nito is peace and order, no?
Exactly, sir. That was what we were afraid of because it was an insertion. There might have been a trade-off with it. So that's why we refused the insertion of the 500 million.
Agreed. All right.
Just to add,
Yes.
siguro yung, of course, yung intelligence natin, we would need that, of course, for counterinsurgency, counterterrorism, given na po yun. Dito po sa I think this is very important, lalo sa ating chair. Doon sa mga foreign nationals who are here, kasama rin po yan ba sa, natin, na monitor natin? Yung mga nasa Pogo noon, si Zulani Pogo, but other foreign nationals who are here na might be involved in crime. Yung espionage will be sa AFP yan, pero kasama rin ba yung rito, mga undesirable foreign nationals?
That's correct, Mr. Chairman, sir, especially the members of the more belonging to the local terrorist group, Mr. Chairman, sir.
Thank you, General. If yung intelligence you think will not be sufficient. But if it's sufficient, then no, well and good, no. But just let us know. Again, ako kasi ang part of peace and order is knowing ahead, eh. And that it can only happen if you have very good intelligence capabilities, no. So that's where I'm coming from. I also saw, General, in sa COA report, yung PNP HQ and the Quezon Municipal Police Station in PRO3 delayed yung construction. I think the amount for the HQ is 2.5 billion, and then the PRO3 is 10 million.
That's true, Mr. Chairman, sir, Your Honor. We have a multi-year infra project, particularly the construction of national headquarters of the Philippine National Police. Bago po yon sa Camp Crame. And we're still trying to i-obligate itong 2.5 billion
Five,
for our national headquarters. At tinitignan namin kung saan po appropriate itayo itong 2.5 billion, lalo na wala naman lot or real property ang Philippine National Police appropriate for that 2.5 billion. And so we're looking for a design and build program para dyan for the construction. Specifically, we have different options like building it in a 1 hectare and or 5,700 square meters lot, or 2,400 or 2,500 square meter lot. But of course, depending on yung cost, kasi mayroong mga building na i-demolish or the demolishing cost.
wala pang nagagastos dun sa 2.5.
Wala pa po, Your Honor. Mr.
And this
Chairman,
is
sir.
meant for a brand new headquarters.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Chairman.
The current headquarters is more than 50 years old, and it is no longer as we need a building that is more functional according to the times that we need now. It is planned in a 1 hectare facility, 1 hectare lot inside Camp Crame, and it is covered by the MYC, a multi-year contractual obligation from the Department of Budget and Management. But the final design is maybe we will finish it by the end of this year, and maybe by January it will be bidded out already.
It will be in the same
Yes, sir. In the same-
Camp Crame. It's
yes, sir.
inside the camp.
Yes, sir.
Different location lang, I would.
Yes, sir.
All right, okay. So, and then yung TICAS kanina nabuksan ni Chairman JV, may 800 million nakita ko sa TICAS. And I would like to commend the PNP because at least majority of the TICAS projects are completed and ongoing. Konti lang na suspended or terminated. This is a challenge considering that the DPWH, the one building it, this is outside of the PNP organization. But do you have any intention of, because sa DND, ang kanilang request is to transfer the funds to them, no? So that they can construct the facilities themselves. Ito yung mga barracks, mga inventory facilities, mga iba-iba, no, sa kampo. Kasi maraming kampo ang DND all over the Philippines. So they would rather build it themselves para kompleto at alam nila kung ano yung mga kailangan nila, no? Do you have the same intention to transfer it to the PNP and let the PNP construct it, or okay na kayo with the arrangement with DPWH?
Mr. Chairman, sir, Your Honor, of course, the Philippine National Police, just like the AFP, gusto rin namin mapunta yung pondo sa amin, and we will do the usual bidding and or implementation of such project.
Oo. Eh meron naman kayong capability na magpa-bid out and even construction, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor, we have the fiscal capability to implement the infra projects,
Alright.
Your Honor,
So-
including we have the we have engineers in the Philippine National
Alright.
Police.
All right. And with that, we'll transfer the 800 million to the PNP, no, for your facilities. Ito yung mga, I believe the same rin dito, no, yung mga sa kampo, police stations all over the country. I believe it's the same facilities that is being undertaken by TICAS, no.
That's correct, Your Honor. Dormitory, barracks,
Dormitory.
projects for police station, etc.
Yeah. All right.
And I think with the indulgence of our chair, it will be better kasi yung design nyo po, mas masusunod according to your purpose, no? Kasi pag DPWH gumawa ng mga building, panay poste eh. Di ba? Parang nasa old school pa rin sila eh. Ang daming poste. So I think I would agree with our chair that we would have to give back yung 800 million sa inyo na lang and kayo na po magpabid with your own, may capability naman kayo. Thank you.
Pansin rin namin mahal sa DPWH, no? Almost 3 times higher. I don't know why, but yan ang napansin namin with
It's friction cost, Your Honor.
friction cost. And lastly, Mr. Chairman, we validated with the DBM. So for next year, naka-allocate na pala yung increase in your subsistence allowance in the MPBF budget for 2026. So meron 23 billion doon to increase it by 200 pesos. So ita-transfer na lang namin ito to the PNP para full 350 pesos na mabibigay next year, no? So yan po ay magandang balita for our police force, including hindi lang police force, all the uniform personnel, no? BFP, BJMP, Bucor, PCG and NAMRIA, no? So next year magkakaroon ng increase by 200 pesos, no? All right, so thank you, Mr. Chairman, that's it for me for PNP.
Si Sen Bogo, baka may ano kayo sa kay Sec John Dick or Chief PNP. Then we move sa BFP naman and then BJMP.
Manifestation of support lang po. I would like to express my support for the proposed budget of the Department of Interior and Local Government and its attached agencies, PNP, BJMP, NAPOLCOM, Bureau of Fire. The DILG plays a vital role in ensuring not just the peace and order in our communities but as well as our country's economic stability. Kaya naman po napakahalaga na magagawa nila ang kanilang mandato, kasama na dito ang ating law enforcement agencies tulad ng Philippine National Police. Naalala ko lang po noon, panahon ni former President Duterte, kakapanalo pa niya noon, isa po sa napag-usapan namin ay yung kulang talaga yung sahod. Ako mismo, nag-aral po ako sa Maynila. Takot ako sa mga checkpoints, sa mga pulis na naglalagay ng checkpoints sa gabi. Diyan sa Balite Drive na walang karatula, dilim. At alam nyo na kung bakit sila nag-checkpoint dyan. Kulang talaga yung sahod nila. Kaya nung naging presidente siya, sabi ko, at yun naman po ang kanyang pinangako na idoble po yung sahod ng entry position ng ating kapulisan at nasama na rin po ang BJMP at ang Bureau of Fire dyan, Coast Guard and Armed Forces of the Philippines. At salamat po na naibalik po yung respeto at tiwala sa ating kapulisan. Wala na yung mga ganong klaseng pangungutong noon. At hindi naman po pwedeng gawin yan kung hindi mo bigyan ng tamang sweldo ang ating kapulisan. At finally, na isa katuparan po ito, muntik na hindi natupad po ito noong 2018. Sinabi mismo ni former President Duterte na inutusan niya kami kausapin yung mga senador. Kung hindi ko yan matutupad, I will resign. Dahil iyan ang yung pinangako ko sa kanila. At finally, natuloy po sa ating mga uniform personnel. Full support naman po ako sa ating uniform personnel. Kasama po dyan Bureau of Fire natin. Yung modernization nila as principal author and co-sponsor, pinaglaban rin po natin ito. Nabanggit na rin po kanina itong 911, former President signed Executive Order number 56. Actually, sa Davao noon, nag-umpisa ito 2003. At masaya po ako na nandirito na rin po ito sa national. Meron na tayong emergency 911 national hotline call center was placed under the DILG. Sana po may pagpatuloy po ito at masuportahan pa po. At nitong mga nakaraang buwan, sunod-sunod po ang sakuna tulad ng bagyo and recently mga lindol po. Importante ang DILG na laging palalahanan ng ating LGUs at siguraduhin na handa sila sa anumang kalamidad. LGUs should have their disaster preparedness plans and should be ready to activate emergency operations. Marami na rin po mga volunteers na nagre-report sa LGUs. In fact, I filed Senate Bill 669 to provide hazard pay to disaster personnel and volunteers to give importance to their sacrifice and service. Suportado natin itong 911. At bilang chairman po ng Committee on Sports at on Youth, no, under din po sa inyo ang NYC, I just want to raise that under the local government code, local chief executives are mandated to conduct an annual palaro which shall feature traditional sports and disciplines included in national and international games. I hope the DILG could also monitor the compliance of LGUs with the law in relation to sports development. At ito rin po mga BHW, nag-file din po tayo ng Magna Carta for BHW, Senate Bill 472. Muntik na po itong may sa batas nung nakaraang Kongreso. Sponsor natin si Senator JB Ejercito, which seeks to provide our barangay health workers with basic benefit package, compensation, and security of tenure. Since BHWs report to their respective LGUs, dapat ma-encourage ng DILG ang LGU na bigyan ng sapat na insentibo ang ating mga BHW. At ito rin pong Bureau of Fire Modernization as the principal author of Republic Act 11589 or the BFP Modernization Act. We would also like to be consistently updated in the BFP Modernization Program. Ano na ang update sa implementation nito? And in relation sa upgrading ng equipments, facilities, personnel, and public awareness. Sa kakaikot ko po sa mga nasunugan, ang hirap, dikit-dikit yung mga bahay. Importante po yung education ng campaign po in line with the BFP Modernization Act. As of June 30, 2025, the balance of fire code revenues amounts to 6.7 billion. Under Special Provision Number 1 of the 2025 BFP budget, all funds collected from fire revenues shall be utilized for the modernization of the BFP, including facility upgrades and purchase of fire truck, firefighting, personal protective equipment, and emergency and rescue equipment. At gusto lang rin po nating marinig kung ano na hong update dito. Sa aspeto naman po ng campaign against illegal drugs, the previous administration made sure that our streets are free from illegal drugs and really work hard to restore peace and order in the country. At hindi po may sakatuparan ito kung hindi po dahil sa ating mga uniform personnel at ating mga kapulisan. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. As the lifeblood of our nation's defense and security, our uniformed personnel have often faced dangerous situations that jeopardizes their lives and limbs. For this reason, I principally authored Republic Act 12177 or the Free Legal Assistance to MUPs Act, which provides free legal aid to MUPs. Importante po yung in line of duty ay suportado po ng PNP o ng legal office po para naman po hindi sila mawalan ng lakas ng loob na makapagtrabaho in line of duty. As chair of the Committee on Youth, I want to highlight the role of NYC in encouraging active youth participation in government and non-government initiatives and developing the full potential of the youth as partners in nation building. Salamat po sa ating NYC Commission headed by Chairperson Ortega. At ano na ho mga programa ninyo at paano ho kami makakatulong dito at meron ba kayong collaboration sa PSC para sa mga sports program sa mga kabataan dahil meron po tayong eskwelahan na rin po no, sa New Clark City National Academy of Sports kung saan po pwede mag-aral at the same time mag-training ang student athletes. Wala pong masasakripisyo dyan sa eskwelahan na yan. At yan po ang plano nating paramihin. At sana po ay magtulungan po ang NYC dito. Ang principal sponsor niyan si Senator Win Gatchalian. Yung eskwelahan po sa New Clark City. Yung pasilidad na ginamit natin sa SEA Games ay ginawa nating eskwelahan na po para sa mga student athletes. Pwedeng pagsasabayin. Wala pong masasakripisyo. Wala naman po akong katanungan with the able leadership of our Secretary Juanito Victor John Vic Remulla. You are in good hands. Salamat po. At nandito lamang po ako kahit isang boto lamang sa Senado patuloy po akong susuporta sa ating DILG, PNP, Bureau of Fire, NYC, BJMP at sa NAPOLCOM at sa lahat po ng attached agencies ng DILG. Full support po ako. I once again underscore the vital role played by our local leaders in shaping the future of our nation. Salamat po. Full support sa DILG. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Senator Bongo. Anyway, if there are no more concerns with Secretary Remulla, he can already be excused. Maiwan na lang po ang PNP, BJMP, BFP, and we will release you very soon. Para matikman nila. So siguro before we take on break, patapusin lang natin, then we continue with the other agencies. Sec John Vic, thank you for coming. Maraming salamat. You are now excused. And the other officers, siguro mag-iwan na lang po ng iba sa DILG in case there are other concerns later on. Si Marlo Iringan, always. Music Marlo, as always. Okay,